What's going on, y'all? It's Lodge Locks, and today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to go to give you guys 3 WNBA player props I love on the board for the Saturday, June 29th WNBA matchups. It is a 2-game slate. There's one early game and there's a one late game at 7. So all 3 players are going to be at this 7 game for me, or it's at 7 for me at least, my time, mountain time. So hopefully you guys can get to the video, just gives you guys a lot more opportunity to get to the channel right away. And kind of both of these games are weird ones. One of the matchups is like a really good team versus a kind of a weak team. That's how it is on both of the games, just kind of a strong record versus weak record. So not really sure how these games are going to play out. But from looking at the recent matchups, I really like this Dallas versus Seattle one more. A lot of the games have just been closer recently, so we're going to be sticking with that one, even though the records don't look like they should be close. A lot of these games in the previous head-to-heads have really been tighter matchups. So again, our player of the days have been super hot recently. I believe in our last 7 videos, only one of them has not hit. And yesterday's video we split again. We give you guys like Flex Friday thing. We didn't even give you guys a 2-man because we gave you guys 2 players on the same team. So I told you guys to throw in that player of the day in any 6-mans if you guys are going to take anything from that video. And our player of the day smacked easily. I believe Diana Taurasi smacked in the first half alone with her point shit 16 and her line was 15.5. So hopefully that play helped you guys, and hopefully overall this whole week the player of the days have helped you guys. That means our plays have been 14 out of 10 in our last 7 days of uploading. So around in the 70% hit rate recently that we've been going on, and our player of the days have been 90+% guaranteed to hit. So pretty good percentages right there. And again, in today's video, we'll give you guys the typical 2-man along with an extra player that I think has some good value that I'll be sharing with you guys. So with that being said, again, please drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It just mean the world to me. And make sure those post notifications are turned on down below, because literally recently, most of our videos, a lot of the players have been getting either bumped up or down, either way, whichever way we have them, more or less. So again, there's a great chance that some of these players get bumped up or down. So for you guys, make sure those post notifications are turned on to get notified right when the video drops and miss the value that we find for you guys early. So with that being said, we're going to go and hop right into the picks that we got for today on this Saturday slate with our player of the day in today's video. This was our player of the day in the video, I believe 4 videos ago, that we smacked on that little 3 out of 3 day. Skylar Diggins-Smith over her points, as you guys can see, against this Phoenix team. This was the last time she hit for us, and we swept that whole video. So we're going to run her back today, left her line at 13.5. This is a pretty low line for her. As you guys can see, her last couple of games she's been struggling, so this line is deflated at the moment. So we're going to take it right here while we have it low. As you guys can see, she's going against this Dallas team who's ranked 11th in points allowed, giving around 87 points to opposing teams on average, which is insane value, especially for her to only go out there and grab 14 points. It should be just a great value. She's been tremendous all season. As you guys can see, a lot of the games she's been dropping 15+ guaranteed. As you guys can see on the whole season, 10 out of the 17 games she's hit, so pushing 60% of the time. She has covered this line every single time. She's been getting good minutes, been averaging 32 minutes recently, and she's been taking a lot of shot attempts. On the whole season, she's been averaging 13.5 shot attempts. Recently, she's really had those numbers really consistent, 14, 15, 15, 11, 14, and 10 right here. This was obviously the game she really didn't do nothing crazy. She just had an off night, only took 10 shots and made 3 of those, and this was against a pretty weak defensive team right there. But they're going to bounce back. It was kind of a blowout as well, so she didn't get as many minutes probably or whatnot, or someone else was just going crazy, didn't really look into that game. But what I really love in this one is the matchup that she has against this Dallas Wings team. As you guys can see, in their last head-to-head this season, it was honestly a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, she dropped 21 points on them. Her line is 13.5, and she dropped 21. She took 15 shots and made 8 of those, so shot over 50% in this matchup. She had her average minutes at 32, so again, as long as she gets her average minutes, she'll have the equal opportunity of her hitting this line. Took 4 threes, made 2, so 50% right there. She got to the line 75%. Not really much else to break down. Overall, I just think this one should be a good play, and especially from her struggles recently, I feel like this is a good one where she bounced back. They're over there at home, so again, she has more opportunity just with the home side crowd on her favor, and doesn't have to deal with the hecklers and whatnot, everyone going against her on the road like she typically has done in a couple of these last couple of games that she's been playing. So again, insane value overall. Weak defensive team on giving up points, and she just proved out last time that she's really good against this team, and I feel like she should ball out and really do her thing with this line deflated at the moment at 13.5. I believe when we took her, she was at like 14.5 or 15.5 or something. So love the value right here, and we're going to go and take her while we have it. Skylar Diggins-Smith over that 13.5 points is our play of the day. Again, if you guys didn't take anything from this video, I know I'll give you guys 3 picks. Even if you guys don't want to use the other picks, I would highly recommend the player of the days on our channel. Those are the ones that are most consistent, and those are the ones I am most confident in personally. So in that case, this is today's Skylar Diggins-Smith, 13.5 points over. And then with the 2-man that we typically give you guys, I know I'm giving you guys 3 players, but this is just an extra add-in that I got for you guys. If you guys just want to rock with the 2-man, if that's what you guys like to do on this channel. I love this Natasha Howard play over her 6.5 rebounds. Now, I know she's coming off an injury recently. As you guys can see, if we click to 2024 season, which they are in right now, she's only played in 5 games, but a lot of these games are kind of have irrelevant stats if we look at them. These were the first 2 games where she was coming back. She was on minute reserve. Obviously, only 20 minutes played right here. This game, she had 22 minutes, but this one was also a blowout, so another reason for her not playing the full game. But if we look at her recently, she's been getting 30-plus minutes, or at least this game, 30 minutes. She's just been seeing a steady increase in those minutes from since when she came back. She got injured the 15th of the 5th month, and then now she came back June 20th. But again, right here, she's been just seeing that uptick in minutes, little slope up right there. And this game, she had a tough matchup against Minnesota Lynx, so obviously she wasn't going to really do nothing crazy. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league, and just really good overall on controlling the rebounds. So again, obviously it's a tough matchup right there. And then these 2 were just games where she really didn't get any minutes. This one was a blowout, only 20 minutes played right here. So you can't really base nothing off of these last couple performances that she's had, one coming off of an injury. But what I really love is this matchup. She's a really big woman, and 6.5 rebounds should be an easy one, especially against the Seattle team. Now, defensively, they're pretty solid on giving up points, but they do struggle on gathering rebounds and allowing their opponents to grab rebounds, which they're pretty vulnerable to. So they're ranked 9th in rebounds allowed to opposing teams, giving around 35 plus a game to opposing teams, which is an insane value, especially with Natasha Howard just receiving uptick in minutes recently, and just really the uptick value has been insane. As you guys can see, even from last season, there are 4 head-to-heads that she had against this team. She hit every single time, 9, 10, 12, and 9 right here. And as you guys can see, with only 30 minutes played, which we can anticipate that's going to be like the lowest minutes she'll get this game, I feel like it should be at least over 30 minutes guaranteed. She still had 12 rebounds in this matchup, so not really worried about her having those little slight decrease in minutes compared to last season. But again, I feel like it should be guaranteed that she receives over 30 minutes in this matchup. And again, she has proven that she covers every single time against this team. Again, with them being vulnerable on giving up those rebounds, she has proven and taking advantage of that little statistic right there and insight. So again, the same value right there. And if we look at this insight right here, Natasha Howard has exceeded 6.5 rebounds in 13 of her last 17 games on the road. So again, in those last 17 games on the road, she's averaging 8.4 rebounds a game on average, which is insane value with her line only being 6.5. So damn near, I mean, yeah, she is covering that line by 2 guaranteed on the road in the last 17 games on average. So again, with that little average being 2 over her line is insane value. I expect this one to receive a push to 7. And again, her minutes are only going to go up from here, so can't really base like how many she's going to receive guaranteed this game. But I can guarantee there's probably going to be an uptick of 30 plus that we see from her, and those rebound opportunities should be there. Again, with the Seattle team just being weak and vulnerable to those rebounds to opposing teams, again, given 35 plus a game. So she's been a dog all over the boards, and I expect her to just continue to do her thing and come off of this injury nice and strong. She's been dropping a lot of points, and I expect her to just really do her thing grabbing these rebounds. So we're going to go to Natasha Howard over this 6.5 rebounds. As you guys can see, 1.8K people are already hopping on this play, and I love it for a reason. I was looking at the points line, but again, the Seattle team's solid on giving up points to opposing teams, so especially the bigger positions, I wasn't like kind of scared of that one and just wanted to go with the rebounds aspect on her. So great play right there. And this was going to be the 2-man that I was just going to upload on the channel, but I have a third play that I found insane value on, so I'll be breaking that down in here in a second. But if you guys just want to run the 2-man like I typically give you guys on the channel, I would definitely rock with Skylar Diggins-Smith over that 13.5 points, and then Natasha Howard over that 6.5 rebounds. So this is the 2-man in today's video, and then with the extra pick that I'm giving you guys, we're going to be rocking with Jewel Lloyd over her points. Now, I was kind of questionable on this one because, again, this game, if we look at the record, 4-13 versus 11-6. It's kind of a similar situation with the early game, just kind of a weak record versus a strong record. Now, this Dallas team, again, didn't really have Natasha Howard a lot of the games this season, and she is their star on this team. So, again, that probably plays a huge role. But now with her coming back and whatnot, I feel like that doesn't do them justice on the record they have right there. So, it should be a good game in my opinion. And this is another play I liked just from the insides and whatnot. If we look at Dallas defensively, again, like a previous play I broke down on Skylar Diggins-Smith, they're ranked 11th in points allowed, giving around 87-plus points a game to opposing teams. And Jewel Lloyd has just been pretty good all season. If we look at her stats so far, obviously a lot of the games, she's had a tough schedule. UConn, Chicago, Liberty, like Minnesota, Lynx twice. She just had a pretty tough schedule, so I feel like it doesn't do her justice. But she has been getting those minutes, averaging 35 minutes a game on the whole season, along with 17 shot attempts, and her line is 20.5. So again, I feel like a lot of the games she's been really doing good at home or versus bottom 5 defensive teams. As you guys can see, Jewel Lloyd has exceeded 20.5 points in 14 of her last 18 games versus bottom 5 defenses for points allowed, scoring around 24.6 on average against those bottom 5 defensive teams. So again, in those 18 games, she's been averaging well over that 20.5, and a lot of these games have been on the road. So with her just doing well at home, and even with her doing well on the road and even against weak teams, that should just be equal value for success. And if we look at her last couple matchups against this Dallas team, as you guys can see, a lot of the games she has covered this line, and there's not really been a game where she hasn't gone under. This one time she didn't cover this line. It was only by 1 point and got hooked right there. But if we look at her all last season, she was dropping crazy points, 30-plus points every single game, 30, 39, 31, 33. So that's kind of a stat I was looking at right there. And she takes, on average, 24 shot attempts against this team. As you guys can see, even last matchup, 16 shot attempts, 25, 22, 28, and 30. So I was really looking at this stat, like these numbers right here, the amount of shots she's taking, averaging 35 minutes plus. And again, this little statistic right here down here, 14 of the last 18 games versus those weak defensive teams, bottom 5. She's been averaging 24.5 plus. So again, insane value for her right there. Even though with her struggles recently, she's still been getting her buckets up and just taking those shots. So again, I was kind of just looking at this play, like the matchup for her and like that little insight against those weaker teams. So again, this is another play if you guys don't do 2-mans and like to just like do 6-mans primarily. I know there's people out there just that like that for the return on interest. If you hit one 6-man, that's really just big profit right there. So I know a lot of you guys, or some of you guys out there, I know some people personally that just only run 6-mans. If that's the case, this is another play that you guys can throw in your parlays. But if not, I'll recommend this 2-man. This is just an extra play that I'm throwing in there for you guys if you guys want some other info. So like that play as well. But again, player of the day, Skylar Diggins-Smith. If you're going to take anything from this video, again, recommend the player of the days. 13.5 points over Natasha Howard, over her 6.5 rebounds. Love this player here. This would be the one I'm rocking with on the 2-man for this matchup. Player from each side of the ball, so it should be a good one from Skylar Diggins and Natasha Howard. And then lastly, with the extra play that I'm giving you guys, Jewel Lloyd over that 20.5 points. So these are my 3 that I'm rocking with on the day. Player of the day, 2-man, and even an extra pick, so 3 in total. Giving you guys a nice little insight and info that I can find on this Prize Picks board. I think all these plays should be good ones. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today's video. Again, if you guys are new to the channel and are a fan of Prize Picks, NBA, basketball, football in general, those are the ones I'm primarily uploading on the channel. WNBA, NBA, college basketball, NFL, and college football are the main ones that are being uploaded on this channel. If you guys are a fan of those and Prize Picks, again, this is a perfect channel for you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe if you are new and turn on those post notifications down below to get notified whenever these videos go out there. We give a player of the day in every single video. So if you guys want to come just for those ones, make sure those post notifications are turned on down below again. But that is pretty much all I got for today's video. Let me know what you guys think now in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.